Hi, welcome to Cooking for Life. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you can take snack food and make it into a healthy option to feed your family or just to feed yourself. It's May, and of course, May kicks off with Cinco de Mayo. So today we're going to be making some things that reflect the feel of Cinco de Mayo. We're going to be making some Pico de Gallo, some guacamole, some homemade chips, some fruit salsa, and we may have a fun beverage and some cake at the end of the episode too, so stay tuned for that. You'll have to wait though, because first we're going to get started on making our Pico de Gallo. It's a really simple recipe, it's not hard to do, and it just takes a lot of fresh ingredients and incorporates them and gets all the flavors to meld together and mingle together and make a really fun, easy to eat, easy to enjoy, easy to make dish that you can serve as an appetizer, or if you want to, you can beef it up with some beans and some chips and make it into a meal, put some cheese over the top, and it can become a meal for your family or for you for a quick supper if that's something you're looking to do. What we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh tomatoes. I've got some tomatoes diced up here. I did a larger dice on them. Some people, when they make Pico de Gallo, like everything to be really, really finely diced. I did a little bit bigger dice on them today. I'm just going to pour those into our bowl here. And then I'm going to take some diced white onion. We want to get the colors of the Mexican flag are white, red, and green, and Pico de Gallo really reflects that nicely. So we've got some white onion. We're going to put that all in there. And we're going to put in some jalapeno peppers. It's about half of a jalapeno that I diced up there. We're also going to put in some fresh cilantro. I love fresh cilantro. I don't think there's a better smell, but I've been told by people that you either like cilantro or you don't like cilantro, so if you're not a big fan of cilantro, you don't have to put any in. I think it adds to the flavor though. We're also going to add a little bit of lime juice. I've got some lime juice here, probably about a tablespoon. I really love lime too. I think cilantro and lime together are some of the best flavors that you can put together. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to take just about a teaspoon of salt. I've got some pink Himalayan sea salt here. Mix that in there. I'm going to grab a spoon. And we're going to just mix this all together here. See all the beautiful colors combining together here. It's just a simple, easy dish that you can put together. The thing that takes the longest is chopping up the tomatoes, and not a hard thing to do. This is a great thing that you can have, get the family working on together. Somebody chops up the onion, somebody chops up the jalapeno, somebody chops up the tomatoes and the cilantro, and you've got it all ready to go in just a couple of minutes. Super simple, super easy, really beautiful, delicious tasting, and healthy, because it's got all the tomatoes in there, the peppers, the onions, the cilantro, and the lime. Really yummy, really good. That's how quick, that's how easy it is to make your own Pico de Gallo. Something really delicious and fun to serve your family. We're also going to be making some guacamole and some fruit salsa. We'll be right back, and we'll get started on that.
Hey folks, Jack and Wanda here at Furniture Warehouse Sales in Cumberland City, Tennessee. We invite you to come visit our 15,000 square foot showroom, packed full of furniture, something for every room in the house. Furniture Warehouse offers delivery, layaway, and financing. Don't see exactly what it is you're looking for? No problem. Furniture Warehouse does lots of custom ordering. So get out of town and come on down to Furniture Warehouse Sales in Cumberland City, Tennessee.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
At Furniture Warehouse Sales. Furniture Warehouse.
Welcome to Creative Chiropractic. I'm Dr. Daniel Vaden. We've brought to the Clarksville community the state-of-the-art chiropractic technique called torque release technique, or TRT. TRT gently reduces tension and stress from the spine and nervous system and allows your body to heal naturally and perform better. We care for the whole family, mind, body, and spirit, from birth on up. Welcome to a healthier life. Welcome to Creative Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Today I have joining me Jessica and Laura from Top to Bottom Green Cleaning, a new company here in Clarksville. They are going to be offering a great service. Actually, they already do offer a great service to Clarksville, doing green cleaning for people in their homes. You guys have been doing this business for how long? A year.
About a year now.
About a year. And what makes you different than just a regular cleaning company?
We practice the method of green cleaning, which means we don't use like brooms and stuff like that. We use HEPA filtered vacuum systems.
Oh, hold on a second. What? You use what?
HEPA filtered vacuum systems.
Oh, so it's like got a social filter in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what the HEPA, I'm sure you guys say that all the time. Yeah, okay, so it's a special filter on the vacuum.
Yes.
That, okay, go ahead.
And then we use all green cleaning products as well.
Okay, so a green cleaning product would be like vinegar and water, or so you don't use bleach or
No.
no
None of
bleach.
that.
So anything natural. Do you use essential oils and things like that?
Correct.
Ah, okay, fascinating. I may have to have you come over to my house because you go top to bottom.
Yes.
So you start in the attic and you go all the way down to the dry crawl space, or I mean, what are we talking here?
We can.
You can.
We could.
Okay. Well, this is good to know. Jessica and Laura came into the Tree of Life Market last week, and I happened to be out in the store, and they said, "Pam, we want to make guacamole. What's a good recipe?" And I said, "Oh, fascinating! Because not only are you guys going to be sponsors of our show, but you also, so you can be on the show. I was also planning to do a fun snack episode, and so guacamole was on the menu. So it worked out really well to have you guys come back in and recreate the experience of your guacamole making. So when they were in the store, I told them a basic recipe for making guacamole. What I would do is I would take a couple different avocados, make sure they're nice and ripe, and we'll just cut them in half. And I'm sure this is exactly what you guys did at home. I'll give you the bowl so you guys can match things up here. When I cut up an avocado, I will go ahead and I'll just take the knife and I'll do a kind of a hedgehog inside the avocado like that, because we want to keep the avocado pieces nice chunky ones, but not too big. And then I just take a spoon and I scoop it out. Do you want to do it?
Sure.
Awesome. I'll get the next one. Then you can use your knife to get the pit out of the shell as well, out of the avocado as well. I like to save the pits and I put them right in with the avocado. The pit being with it helps to keep the avocado from turning brown, which is never
That's
fun.
neat. I never knew that.
So
You left that detail out.
I'm sorry, I did. You're right. Well, now you know. Another secret of Pam. You come to my house and I've made guacamole. You'll see a bowl full of pits. I take them out right before I serve it, so people don't accidentally think that that's something they can eat. But when you want to get the pit out, you just take your knife and you just thwack it into the pit and then twist the pit out. The other thing that works really well to keep the avocado from turning brown is to put citrus on it. So we are going to take about the juice of one lime. Got some beautiful limes, nice organic limes. And we're gonna just pour this over the top of our avocados. I'm gonna do another one here yet too. I'll put the pit in there for good measure. There you go. So how was your guacamole? Were you guys pleased with how it turned out?
It was really good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you end up putting onions in it too? What did you put?
Yes.
Yep, you did? Okay. We'll be putting a little bit of onion in. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit here. Actually, I'm gonna just toss this in here with the lime juice. It doesn't matter if it gets a little mashed up, that'll be all right. So I'm gonna let that kind of incorporate in there, make sure that's all nicely coated. And we'll leave those pits in there for right now. Then what we'll do is we're gonna take, garlic. And when I put garlic into a guacamole or a salsa, and I know that I'm gonna have salt with it, what I like to do is I'll try to keep my garlic in place. I'll smash the garlic clove and peel the skin off. So we just get the garlic in there, we don't want the skin. And then I'm going to take about a teaspoon of salt. I've got some sea salt here. I'm gonna take the salt and I'll put it right on the board. And it acts as an abrasive to the garlic. So with the knife and the garlic and the salt all working together, you get more of a garlic paste with that salt in there. And then you'll have a little extra salt. That might be a little much. But the salt will act like an abrasive. You know how, like, if you go to the beach and you get sand on you, and how that rubs on, like, if you rub on it, it almost feels like sandpaper. And thus, why they use sandpaper. That is how it works with the garlic too. It'll help to get it all nice and mashed up. And then when the garlic goes into the guacamole, that salt flavor is better dispersed. The salt is going to dissolve in there, and it'll disperse that garlic flavor because the salt has now been infused really with the garlic flavor. I like to get the garlic nice and small because, well, I really enjoy the flavor of garlic. Having a big bite of garlic while you're eating guacamole isn't always the most fun thing. So where do you guys mainly focus your cleaning here in the Clarksville area? Are you all over Clarksville?
Yes,
We
all
are.
over.
Do you have an area of town that you like to go to in particular, or where do you, I mean, anywhere somebody calls, that's where you go?
Yes.
Basically, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just sprinkle that in there. While we're working with this, I'm gonna grab these pits out of here and I'll set them off to the side in our lime juice. And then I've got about a half a teaspoon of chipotle pepper. And now you can use cayenne pepper if you want to. I like to use chipotle pepper because I really like the smoky flavor that you get from chipotle. That's the nice thing. Chipotle is a smoked jalapeno. It's nice and dried and they grind it up. I'm not going to put too much in to start with. This is half a teaspoon. I'm going to probably put about half of this in because you can always add more, but you can't take it out. And then I'm also going to put in a little bit of cumin. So that's a half a teaspoon of cumin. That's just a traditional flavor when you're thinking what a nice guacamole will taste like. It'll have that cumin flavor to it too.
Awesome.
I've got a jalapeno that I chopped up before, and I'm going to put about half of that in there. So we'll have that in there. That'll add some nice heat. And about half of the amount of onions that I have here too. I'm going to go light on the onions. I don't like my guacamole to be super oniony, but I do like lots of cilantro. So I'm going to put a bunch of cilantro in here. You see how simple this is? And then all we're going to do is we're going to just mix this together here.
This one looks way better than ours.
Oh, well, but was that your first time making guacamole?
It was.
See, and that's the thing about it. It's so much fun. You know, when cooking is one of those things that you learn as you go, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And I bet you it still tasted really good.
Yeah,
It did.
You know, when you start with fresh ingredients and you've got organic avocados and you've got organic onions and organic cilantro and organic garlic and what else did I put in there? Lime juice. When you've got all these organic ingredients, you know that it's good for you and it's going to taste fantastic. So we've got our guacamole going here, and we will be making some homemade tortilla chips coming up
sounds
next,
good.
which is really easy and really fun. Do you guys have time to stay around and help me with that, or do
probably
you?
do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Then we're going to just scoot down just a little bit here. We're going to leave that to sit. I'm going to put my pits back in there so that they keep it from turning brown. We'll leave this off to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this board over here. And to make corn chips, if you want to hand me the package of tortilla chips right there, just the white corn ones. Perfect. We're just going to take some tortilla chips, and I've got the oven preheated to 450 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of these tortilla chips and we're going to lay them out here like this. These are some organic, natural, organic, made with non-GMO flours, tortillas that are available here at the market, which is fantastic. We're going to take some coconut oil, and I'm going to take a little bit of our chipotle pepper that we had, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that into the coconut oil. It's just I melted the coconut oil. And then I want to have a little bit of lime juice. Could you grab me a lime there, Laura?
I can.
Thank you. You're welcome. Wonderful. I'm going to just take that, and I'm going to put a little bit of lime juice in here. Squeeze that in there. Okay. And then we're also going to put in a little bit of garlic powder. I think there's some garlic powder over there. I love to use, yep, that would be fantastic. Thank you. I like to use fresh garlic whenever I can, but in this case, using a powder is going to work better when we put it onto the chips here. So we're just going to sprinkle that in the coconut oil. These are Frontier spices that are available at the Tree of Life Market. We've got lots of different varieties here, bulk spices. They're delicious and really fresh, and I've really enjoyed getting to use those. So we've got our tortillas, and we've got our coconut oil with the lime juice and the garlic powder and a little bit of the chipotle. So it's going to add a smoky flavor. And all we're going to do is we're going to just take this and we're going to paint the tortillas with it. Actually, I've got another brush. You want to do it?
Sure.
Kind of fun?
Looks like fun.
It does, doesn't it? Laura, you want to do it too? You're going, yeah, I do want to do it. Here, we'll give her one that she can do on that side, and you can do this side. There you go.
Make yourself useful.
You guys are doing a fantastic job. Just lightly put
That's awesome.
a nice coating of oil on there. And we're just
Is
going to do
that
the
lightly, or is that a lot?
That's generously light. It's fine. You know, this is all part of the fun. Cooking should be fun. It should be
All right.
something you can do with friends
Success.
and have a good time. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to just stack these up like this. And because we have a little bit extra oil on the one that Jessica did, we're going to put that one on the bottom. If you can hand me the pizza cutter, I'll just take the stack of tortillas, and I'm going to turn them like this, and then again like this, and maybe one more time.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, makes it really quick to do this. And then if you want to put that cookie sheet a little bit closer over here, we're just going to spread them out on the cookie sheet. And I'm going to give you our little jar of salt. If you just want to take a little bit of salt and sprinkle it over these as I'm putting them on the tray, just like this.
With your
Just with
hand?
your fingers, yep.
Lightly.
Lightly.
It depends, Jessica. What is your definition of lightly? This is a woman who cleans for a living. I don't think she does things lightly. She deep cleans. That is beautiful.
That was lightly.
That was very nicely done. We can always add more. We can't take it off.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put the tray of chips into the 450-degree oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. We'll check them. Once they start turning lightly golden brown, we're going to pull them out. We don't want them to be there too long because if they are, they burn very quickly. So I'm going to put these in the oven. Be right back. So we're gonna wait about 5 minutes and those will be done, and then we'll be able to take some of our nice guacamole that you guys helped to make here, which I think really it would probably be wise if we tasted it just to make sure the flavors are all going together. Would you guys be willing to help out with that?
For sure. I can handle that.
You can come on my show and help us by having a little sample. And
Tasting?
Just taste. Okay. That's why you guys came on in the first place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, to have some food.
Mm-hmm.
Does it taste kind of like what you guys had?
Kind of better.
Kind of. Okay. But see, now you've done it here, and now you go back and you try it again, and you say, oh, now I put some lime juice in there, or put that cumin in there that Pam forgot to tell us about.
Yes.
So that was probably the reason why it didn't quite
We
taste
did
the
use
same.
the chipotle though.
And you did use the chipotle.
Use the chipotle.
Do you like the smoky flavor in there?
Yeah,
Does
it's
it need
really
more
good.
heat? Not necessarily.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah, all right, I guess I could try it too and find out. We'll save some for later because I know we've got a whole group of people who are excited about the fact that we're making all these snacks today. And they asked me, can you please save us some? So if people are at the market and they happen to be here at the right time, we'll put these little sample cups and they can try everything out. Okay, our chips are done. Don't they look amazing?
They look
do.
awesome.
Nice and golden brown on there. We're gonna
Yes.
toss them onto our cooling rack here so we can get those cooling. Then we will get a chance to try our guacamole with a chip. I don't want you guys to burn your mouths, but I think it would probably be best for you to try it. But while we're waiting for them to cool for just a minute, tell me a little bit more about your company. You guys travel all around Clarksville area, yes?
Yes, we are in the Clarksville area. We do come to you. We do mobile detailing and home cleaning.
Wait a second, mobile detailing, you mean like my car?
Yes.
So while my car is parked here at the Tree of Life Market all day,
Yes.
you guys will come to my car and wash off my
Whether
daughter's
you're at
handprints
work
on the...
or at home or at the store, we actually do come to you on site.
Oh, fantastic. And you use green products even to clean my car?
Yes.
Oh,
Even our wax is green.
You wax the car too?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm calling these girls after the show. In fact, if you want to call the girls, they have a local Clarksville number. It's 615-939-9011. Give Jessica and Laura a call. They'll come out to your house, give you a free estimate on how much it will cost to clean your house. Not just clean it, but green it. They're going to green your house from top to bottom, and they can take care of your car for you too. It's so nice to have you guys on the show with me today.
Yes.
Thank
It's
you.
nice to be here.
I think we can try one of the chips. You guys want to dip some?
Awesome.
You want to dip a chip in there, or you want to scoop some?
Dip
Oops,
a
I'm sorry.
chip.
Dip a chip.
Dip a chip.
And some green
Oh, we're making
guacamole.
these.
It's kind of like it fits
These
with
are
your
awesome.
company logo and green cleaning, green chips, green guacamole. What do you think?
Awesome.
Very fun.
Amazing.
So great to have you guys with me today. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for helping
you
me
for
make the
having us.
guacamole.
Yes.
We'll look forward to seeing you all around town with your top to bottom green cleaning anywhere. Maybe right in our own parking lot here at Tree of Life where they'll be cleaning my car.
Hey folks, Jack and Wanda here at Furniture Warehouse Sales in Cumberland City, Tennessee. We invite you to come visit our 15,000 square foot showroom, packed full of furniture, something for every room in the house. Furniture Warehouse offers delivery, layaway, and financing. Don't see exactly what it is you're looking for? No problem. Furniture Warehouse does lots of custom ordering. So get out of town and come on down to Furniture Warehouse Sales in Cumberland City, Tennessee.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
At Furniture Warehouse Sales. Furniture Warehouse.
Welcome to Creative Chiropractic. I'm Dr. Daniel Vaden. We've brought to the Clarksville community the state-of-the-art chiropractic technique called torque release technique, or TRT. TRT gently reduces tension and stress from the spine and nervous system and allows your body to heal naturally and perform better. We care for the whole family, mind, body, and spirit, from birth on up. Welcome to a healthier life. Welcome to Creative Chiropractic.
Wasn't that fun having Laura and Jessica here? It's so much fun to talk with them. They are as passionate about cleaning as I am about food. It's fun to hear them get excited about the products that they use and getting into people's homes and changing people's lives for the better just by getting the toxins out of their homes and bringing green into people's lives. That's what makes them feel great. It's neat because it fits really well with what we do here at the Tree of Life. It makes us feel great to get some of the foods out of your system that aren't as good for you, the GMOs, the things that haven't been grown organically, the things with lots of preservatives and chemicals in them. We've got lots of products here that offer freedom from those types of problems that we have with our food in America today, including things like fresh organic strawberries and apples and kiwi. We're going to mix this all together. We're going to make a really light, fresh, delicious, springy fruit salsa. This is something that is great to make with other people, again, because there's a lot of chopping involved, not hard to put together. We're going to be putting just the simple ingredients together. We're going to take some strawberries here. These are organic strawberries I cut up into just little chunk pieces, little smaller than bite-sized pieces. I've chopped up 2 Granny Smith apples, so I'm going to put those in as well. And I've got 1 kiwi that I chopped up, and we're going to put that in. That adds a kind of the flavor of a kiwi and a strawberry are actually very similar, and they really complement each other nicely. So we'll put that in. Got some really nice color going in here. I've zested the zest off of 1 orange, and I'm going to put that in there for flavor, at least most of it. And then we're going to also pour the juice of that 1 orange over the top of all of this. And put in about a tablespoon of agave syrup. Now I've made this in the past, and I've used to use apple jelly and brown sugar, but I like to change things up a little bit, and being that we're kind of doing Cinco de Mayo, a little agave fits in nicely with the theme of that. And you can always add a little bit more if you feel like it needs some more. Sometimes strawberries, depending on what type of season it is, strawberries tend to be a little more tart early in the season, and as the season progresses, they get more and more sweet. You can usually tell when you cut into a strawberry, and you can see the color of it. If it's still white on the inside, they're a newer strawberry. Further into the season, they'll have ripened all the way through, and you'll have that nice red strawberry all the way through. So you see how fresh and beautiful that is, all these lovely colors in there, and we'll just let those flavors melt together. And what we're going to serve these on is we're going to go ahead and we're going to make some cinnamon chips. Just like we made the corn tortilla chips, we're going to make some baked homemade cinnamon chips. We're going to let that sit there for a minute. I'm just going to slide some stuff over here. Really simple concept with the cinnamon chips. The same idea as what we do with the corn chips, except I'm using, again, an organic tortilla. I'm going to take a couple of them here. These are available at the Tree of Life Market. It's in our refrigerated section, so they have no GMOs. They're all organic wheat that was used with that. We're going to take some water, and we're just going to brush the tortillas with a little bit of water. This is where it adds, it's a little bit different than the corn chips. Super healthy. I used whole wheat tortillas. You could choose to use a white flour tortilla if you think your kids won't be fooled when they're baked and the cinnamon is poured on them, and that brown is still whole wheat if your kids are particular about that kind of thing. Or if you want to do a variety, that's always fun too. I found that it's really interesting how if you put something in front of people that tastes delicious, even if it's different than what they're normally used to eating, it's really fun to see how they're willing to try something new and realize how good it tastes, that it's okay to have something new. We're going to take about a cup of organic cane sugar and a teaspoon of some of our Frontier cinnamon here. I love this Frontier cinnamon. It's available in bulk at the store, so you can come down and buy what you need. Put a teaspoon of that in with our sugar, and we're just going to mix that together. I like to use a fork to get that all sifted in there together. I've got my oven still going at 450 degrees. Now these you really have to watch, because I turned away for a minute the last time I made them, and that was all it took. And they got a little browner than I intended them to. So keep a close eye on them when you make these. These are the kind that you don't want to walk away and fold a basket of laundry while you're waiting for the chips to bake. You want to stay close to the oven because they will burn very quickly. So we're just going to take a spoon, and I'm going to sprinkle them liberally with some cinnamon and sugar. Then we'll stack them up again, and I'm going to grab my pizza cutter again and just cut them into wedges. You can cut them into strips if you want to, if you think it'd be more fun to have them stripped instead of into wedges. I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. Really what we're using them for is to scoop that really yummy fruit salsa into our mouths and add that cinnamon flavor to it. So however you best want to get that cinnamon salsa there, a spoon works really well too. I'm just going to layer them on a cooking sheet here. And again, we'll put them in the 450-degree oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. Again, watch it closely because sometimes it's in that last 60 seconds that they go from, oh, they're not quite done to, oh, they're overdone. So I can't reiterate enough how important it is to make sure you keep an eye on these as they're baking. Our kitchen is going to start smelling amazing. There are a bunch of people out in the market right now as they're walking by as we're filming, and it's kind of fun. They're all going to want to know, what is she making and can I have some? And that's the fun thing. We're going to have enough samples, I think, that we'll be able to put some samples out for people to try what we're making today at the store. So if you know that we're filming and you want to come down and join us at the market while we're filming the show, you can watch the window. There's a window here at the market. You can see where we're filming, and you just might get to taste everything that we're making too. We're going to throw these in the oven. While the chips are in the oven, I'm going to show you how to make a quick festive beverage. I love to have a margarita. I'll just admit it, they're delicious and yummy. Partly it's because they have that fresh lime juice in it. So we're gonna make a fresh lime margarita, really simple, 3 to 4 ingredients depending on what you prefer. I've got about 4 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice here, and I'm gonna pour that into my shaker here with some ice in there. Then I'm gonna take some tequila, and I'm going to put in 6 ounces of tequila, and also about 6 ounces of triple sec. That's that orange liqueur that we're going to get in there for the traditional margarita flavor. Now some people will call it quits here. I'm going to put a little agave in there too. So I'm just going to pour this into my shaker here. It's going to be very full. A little agave in there. If you want to add a little extra fun flavor, I've got some leftover coconut milk here that was left over from making the cream from the cake, the frosting. If you wanted to put a little bit of that in there, it gives it more of a beach flavor maybe. But we're going to just shake this up. Then we're going to strain that off the ice. And I'm actually going to pour it right into my pitcher here because I'm going to be sharing this with some people after the show. No, we do not share alcoholic beverages with children in the show, but anybody who's got an idea and would like to try it, they're welcome to have some. So we're going to pour that in there. We've got a wonderful flavor. If you want to put that on ice, you can put that on ice. I like to keep not doing the crushed ice in there, but actually having all the flavors of the tequila and the triple sec and the lime coming out there. You can put it in a glass with some salt on the rim and a lime if we want to do that too. Fun, festive, summery beverage. It's getting to be that time of year where people are getting tired of having the winter and looking forward to the warm summer temperatures, and nothing more refreshing than having something like this with some tortilla chips and some Pico de Gallo. We've got our margarita cake, which yes, also has kind of the same ingredients in the margarita cake, which makes it kind of fun and festive. And you can make it without the alcohol if you would rather not have the alcohol in it. It's not a problem. You can absolutely make it with just some orange juice, and that makes it fun and delicious. A little extra lime juice, and then you don't have to worry about who's eating it and whether or not they have to check for ID before you let them have a piece. So I pulled the chips out of the oven, and they're looking all nice and toasty brown. They've got that warm, yummy cinnamon flavor. The sugar's kind of caramelized a little bit. Delicious chips, wonderful to test out. Just take one and try it. Actually, you know what? I've got a friend here today who it's her birthday. She'd be the perfect one to try this. Pam, you want to come join me? Happy birthday!
Thank you.
So nice to have you here. This is Pam Anderson. She is with Charter, and she actually is kind of a behind-the-scenes person. She's always here with me on set. It is her birthday today, so the cake is actually for Pam. Happy birthday. The flowers are for Pam, and we've got some festive beverages too. But would you like to try it?
I would.
Absolutely. You can go ahead and just grab a spoonful there if you want to pile some on there and give that a try.
Looks delicious. Oh.
We're good. Awesome. The chips work so well as a nice scoop just to carry all that fruit flavor in there. Isn't that fun how you can get the apple, the crisp, and then the strawberries and the kiwi,
orange rind,
and the
really
orange,
just,
the zest in there really gets a nice fresh citrus flavor.
That is the most delicious fruit salad I've ever had.
We've got, I mean, that's just thanks.
Really,
it's you know,
amazing.
Cooking is so much fun, and cooking for friends, cooking with friends, makes it a lot more fun. At Tree of Life, we're all about wanting to make life fun for you as far as making food for your family and for your friends, making things simple and easy and really good for you. It's all about eating, not just eating food, but eating good food. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again next time.